I'm going to share with you my top 3 ways on how to develop your intuition. Hey there, I'm Anna Davila. I'm a purpose mentor, a breathwork facilitator, and a shadow work specialist. Subscribe for more practices on how to develop your intuition, your power, your magic, and step into your soul mission. Okay, before we get started on the 3 top ways on developing your intuition, I think it's important that we're on the same page on what intuition is. Intuition is your divine compass. It is that aspect of you that's guiding you towards your highest timeline. What does that mean? That means that is guiding you towards the life that your soul came here to experience, the most fulfilling one, the one that there's the most expansion and learning and full expression and power and magic. One more thing before we continue, because this is something that I struggled with a lot when I started my journey. I personally thought that I wasn't intuitive. And so I went on this mission to find someone that was very intuitive and could just answer my questions about my life, what I needed to do. I had a lot of anxiety on making decisions because I was always scared I was going to make the wrong decision. In that journey, I discovered that actually I was intuitive and that everyone is. So if you have any belief that maybe you're not intuitive, let me just let you know right now, you absolutely are. You just haven't necessarily perceived your intuition yet, but it is there. And I'm going to give you top 3 tips on developing it. My first tip on how to develop your intuition is doing shadow work. If you don't know what that is, this is really powerful work that can sometimes be very turbulent and tough and hard. And there is some controversy on whether people should be doing shadow work. Personally, I believe that everyone should be doing shadow work. And you get to monitor how fast you want to do shadow work and how deep you want to go and really make sure that you're resourced and you have support around you. But it's basically looking at all aspects of yourself, especially the aspects of yourself that you've suppressed, that you've rejected, or that you don't know are there. It's diving deep into the subconscious mind to know the truth of what you actually feel about yourself, others, the world, and how the world works. Your subconscious mind is actually dictating about 80% of the decisions that you make, how you behave, how you show up, and the energy that you hold. And so imagine not knowing what's actually running the show. How it connects with intuition specifically is, for example, if you have a shadow belief that it's weird to feel energy running through your body, or that it's weird to start to develop heat in your hands in, what seems to be random times. And let's say that your intuition's actually showing up in that way. Because you hold that shadow, it's going to be very hard to perceive and engage with your intuition, and therefore it's going to be hard to develop it. Another way that shadow work connects with intuition is, let's say your intuition is guiding you to write that book, to like finally sit and just start writing and let it all out and express fully. And this is going to be a really beautiful, powerful piece. And so many people are going to read it and enjoy it and love it. And let's say that you hold a shadow within you that believes, who are you to write this book? Who are you? You don't have enough knowledge to share. No one wants to hear what you have to say or read what you have to say. If you hold that shadow and your intuition is telling you to do that, it's going to be hard for you to, again, perceive your intuition and follow it and continue to develop it. So, shadow work is going to be really powerful so that you can develop your intuition. My second tip on developing your intuition is revealing your intuitive signature. We've been taught by media and movies and programming and all the things on how intuition is supposed to show up. And so, if you have a belief that intuition is supposed to show up with a vision, but your intuition shows up completely different, you're not going to pick up on the messages your intuition is telling you. So, it's really powerful to reveal how your intuition specifically shows up for you. I've helped many clients really reveal that, engage with their intuition, and it's really interesting for me to witness how different intuition can show up. With all the clients I've had and with my own intuition, it shows up so differently. I still have not actually seen 2 people that it shows up exactly the same. And it's very powerful and interesting to also notice that sometimes intuition shows up in a combination of ways. My intuition shows up in a few different ways. So I have maybe 2 intuitive signatures, and within those intuitive signatures, it shows up in a combination of ways. For example, I will get a ringing in my ear, and then I will get a tingling. That tells me to be super present in that moment and to look around. And there's usually something that I'm supposed to see, that I'm supposed to notice, that's going to answer a question I've been asking, or it's going to guide me to the next step. I've had clients where their intuition shows up with visions. For other clients, it shows up in their dreams. For other clients, there's tingling and different body sensations. And so revealing your intuitive signature is going to be key, because once you perceive it and you know that how your intuition communicates, then you can speak the same language and then start to engage with it and follow it and develop this beautiful relationship with it. My third tip on how to develop your intuition is to engage with it daily. Now, you have a choice here with working with your intuition. You can either have a booty call, one night stand type of relationship, or you can have a really strong, loving, long term relationship. There's no good or bad, but personally, I think it's going to serve you more to have a beautiful, long, strong relationship with it. So when you engage with it daily, even in the little things, it's going to strengthen that muscle. If you wait to use your intuition just for those big decisions in life, that muscle isn't going to be there. And so your intuition is going to tell you something, but it may not be strong enough of a perception. And you're going to question it, right? Your mind is going to come on board and say, was that really it? Was it not? Versus if you engage with it daily, it's going to get stronger and stronger to the point where you cannot even question whether it was your intuition because it was too strong of an experience and you absolutely know. Sometimes we will only ask our intuition questions, but when you develop a long term relationship with it, your intuition is going to show up for you even if you didn't ask a question. It's going to show up when you ask, and it's going to show up when you didn't know you had to ask or you should have asked because there's something here. So those are my top 3 tips on how to develop your intuition. If you follow these 3 tips, you're going to start developing your intuition in such a powerful way, and it's going to happen fast. You're going to have so much clarity on so many different aspects of your life. And this is going to create really powerful, transformative experiences because your ability to manifest is also going to increase. Following your intuition is being in rhythm with life, it's opening yourself up to what your soul came here to do. It's being on the path of living the most magical, powerful, fulfilling life. But before you can get to following your intuition, you have to develop it. Have you ever had a time in your life where you felt that maybe your intuition was telling you something, but you weren't sure and you question it? Let me know in the comments. I definitely want to know because that's a really good place to trace back and start. And then from there, do these 3 practices and you're going to start developing it so freaking powerfully. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing and liking so that you don't miss out on other videos like this. I will see you on the next one.